Hey everyone, welcome to Dude Let's Draw. I'm Yoko, and today I'm going to go over some of the top 3 animation apps for the iPad. I've tested multiple animation apps, and these, to me, stand out depending on your skill level. Hopefully by the end, you'll be able to figure out which one to start with. Let's go! I teach animation and digital art on the regular, so I'm always looking for new tools that are great for beginners, but can still be powerful. Each of these apps has a different strength, so it depends on what you need. So let's start with Procreate Dreams. This is probably the most talked about animation app on the iPad right now. When I first heard about the app, I was super excited because I love Procreate and felt confident that they made another banger of a product. I had a student a few years ago struggle with the interface and the workflow when it first came out, and I was kind of discouraged. I decided to wait until the app made some improvements. And I gotta say, it was well worth it. Procreate Dreams is designed to combine drawings and animation into one workflow, which is really helpful if you're already comfortable creating art on your iPad. You can draw, animate, and add photo images, make them like paper cutouts, edit all in one place without constantly switching tools, which to me makes this app stand out. There's also something called performance mode, which lets you animate in a more real-time, fluid way instead of just frame by frame. I found that to be really cool, but I'm still learning the program. Let's go over the pros and cons. It has a smooth workflow similar to Procreate. It's great for artists already using the iPad, and if you're familiar with Procreate, it helps out a lot. It has powerful modern animation tools, has some major improvements with the layers and frame system, only costs $12.99, and that's a one-time fee, y'all. That is a great deal. They respect artists' feedback and make improvements constantly, which I really appreciate. Also, as a bonus, they do not collect your data to train AI. That has some huge advantages there. It really just shows that they love their artists, the art community, and humanity itself, you know? Now, for the cons, it has a bit of a learning curve for beginners, meaning it can be a bit tricky to get used to. It does have a fully traditional animation pipeline, and it feels a bit weird at first and might be confusing for beginners. So it does require some extensive learning, but that's what you're there for, to learn. I will say this is a great option to tinker with. It has so many tools I have yet to scratch the surface with. It's affordable, and since it's new update, it's worth giving a try. Next on the list is Flip-a-Clip. If you've never animated before, start here. I mean this. Flip-a-Clip is super beginner friendly with an interface resembling a flipbook. You can start drawing right away, frame by frame animation, no problem. You can use onion skins to see previous frames easily. And it has a super simple interface so you can just get started without fear. Some pros: this app is super easy to learn. It's great for practicing your animation skills, especially when it comes to learning walk cycles or making fun little music videos. There is a huge beginner-friendly community. As a matter of fact, if you type in Flip-a-Clip animations on YouTube, you will find hundreds, if not thousands, of cool, amazing animations. I'm always surprised by how people make productions or even music videos or any of that kind just from Flip-a-Clip. Very impressed. Now for the cons, it does have limited tools. You also have to purchase it. which to me isn't so much the problem as it used to be a one-time purchase. Now it's been changed to a monthly fee of $5.99 or a yearly subscription fee, which is around $30 a year. Now, I wouldn't have put this in the con if I had not already purchased this app previously, thinking it was a one-time fee, and that made me a bit upset. We've transitioned into a subscription economy and it drives me nuts. And I get it. These companies need money to support their ventures, and that is a good thing. It's just, imagine buying a car and finding out, hey man, you got to pay a subscription for the car you already paid for. You'd be kind of ticked off. And it's not me bad-mouthing it. It's just, that is just how it is. Now, you can download this for free, which I highly recommend you do so you can experiment. When you render out a video, there's going to be a watermark in the corner, which honestly isn't a bad thing. I still want to support the company, even with a subscription. If you just want to learn animation without thinking, this is a great starting point. Do not let the price discourage you from trying it. I suggest you try it out and come up with your own conclusion. Now for my favorite app out of the three, Toon Squid. This might actually be the best animation app on the iPad that nobody talks enough about. This is honestly my favorite to use. Here's why. Toon Squid feels like a modern upgrade to Adobe Animate or even the original Flash because it has a similar interface. It has a lot of advanced tools, including cameras, a rigging system to make puppet animations, shape tools, and has more controls than most apps. Here's some of the pros. This has so many powerful tools. It has professional level features, like I mentioned before, camera, rigging, shape tool, and refined brush adjustments. You can import brushes as well. This is great for any animator or even people who want to relive their Flash days, which I doubt anybody from the Flash days is watching this, but if you are, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me in the comments below. I gotta know. And the biggest plus of all, the price. It's a one-time payment of $10. Some of the cons, it has a slight learning curve. It might be a challenge for you to start on this one, so you might want to do some more research and give it a look. It may take you time to learn all the advanced features as well, like again, camera, rigging, whatnot. And I would say it's less beginner friendly, but I beg to differ. If you know how to use frames and colors and the brush, I think you'll be okay. I personally like Toon Squid because, again, it resembles Flash and Adobe Animate. With such a sleek modern feel, I literally thought someone from Adobe created it. I jumped right into the program and felt right at home. As you could see here, I was animating like crazy. I didn't find it difficult to learn at all, but everyone is different and learns on a different level. Again, this is just my opinion, but tell me what you think. So here's the breakdown. If you're a complete beginner, start with Flip-a-Clip. If you already draw and know Procreate, stick with Procreate Dreams. I'd say that's a great transition. If you want the most powerful tools, Toon Squid is the way to go. Check out each company's website, they're in the description below, so you can get more information. Honorable mentions. I'd like to bring up two unsung heroes in the animation app world. One is Rough Animator and the Procreate Animation Assist. Personally, I always cheer on Procreate itself because it's artist friendly and very, very easy to use and understand. Rough Animator is only $7.99 and it has the basic features you need to animate something for yourself. Maybe a little tricky to use, but I would say also try that one. Are there any animation programs for the iPad that you would recommend? Which ones do you use? And have you made a really cool cartoon? Let me know. Share in the comments. I'd love to see your work. If you want tutorials on any of these, let me know in the comments, and I'll break them down step by step. Thank you guys for watching. Share with your friends, especially if you're curious about animation. Everybody should at least try to draw and make some art on their own. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye, everyone!